they were able to drop the Syndra, and oh man, that was a scary match. Anytime it's kind of like the Coles LeBlanc. Anytime he saw somebody, they were dead. And he went up against the Cassiopeia in the mid lane.
You're scared. Good to know.
So. But we'll have to see how the Syndra does fare in this game. You are playing into a Galio. Galio obviously has that natural tankiness, has the natural magic shield as well, magic damage shield. And he's going to be able to get very aggressive. So we'll see if Real John is able to keep him away. The good thing with Syndra, though, is if Poles tries to dash in and get the quick taunt, if you can drop your stun fast enough, you can either just get the very tip of the taunt for a split second where it won't really affect you, or you can just completely push him away anyway. So it looks like we're going to see the Tarzan Poppy coming in this match. Oh man, Annie got banned out, Alistar, Anivia. Look at these A's getting taken away. All the A champions are gone. Oh man, both teams are definitely scared of the first letter of the alphabet. You can definitely see it. None of their names start with the first letter, so obviously these champions that have the first letter as the starting letter is the most bothersome. Even though the mid lanes were picked up, we do see the Annie, the Aurelion Soul, and the Azir ban. So it's kind of questionable why both teams decided to go with those. Good times. You know, you can make an entire team comp out of the letter A. You have Aatrox top, a Moo mid or jungle. You can throw Azir mid. You have Ashe and Alistar in the bot lane, and that would be a pretty good team. That would actually be a pretty good team. Aatrox and Moo, Azir. If not Azir, you could probably do Ari or with the Ashe star. Very interesting. But we got 27 seconds on the loadout. We'll see if any of these summoner spells do switch it up. And if so, we'll see how they're going to be played out. And we'll discuss what we think will happen and what ridiculous thing we want to see happen. Last game, we didn't really have one. It didn't really seem like there was the team comp set up for any kind of ridiculous, like, super wombo. All right, so it has ended. We do see the cleanse was swapped. The heal was swapped out for cleanse by Rojano. Double TP top, double ignite on the side of Taylor's RH, and then we do see us with the ignite in the bot lane this time. So both supports switching up the passive, aggressive summoner spells. So what do we want to happen? So it would be from the side of Taylor's RH. It would have to be there. Yeah, so it has to be Taylor's RH. What we want to see happen, we'd have to see a 5-man heroic entrance knockup into a 5-man taunt with a 5-man knockup by Vegicarp on the Cho'Gath with a big 5-man laser from the Plum Fairy. And to top it all off, you see the 5-man fully charged Keeper's Verdict, sending them all back home, and they all die because of it. Will that happen? There's probably like a 0.002% chance of that actually happening. But if it does, we all know what's going to happen. All right, so what we really think is going to happen, I do like this. I kind of like the team comp better for Taylor's RH. They just have so much frontline. On the caveat, though, they kind of lack some damage. Now, Cole's on the Galio will be able to put out a lot of damage once he starts getting items in. He definitely doesn't lack damage in a lot of ways. Category on the Lucian. Lucian kind of doesn't really scale super hard into the late game. It definitely gets scary because he's such a short-range champion. And then you have the true damage from the Cho'Gath snacking But other than that, they don't really have like the most damage. If Plum Fairy does get ahead, though, you're gonna see, like I said, you'll probably see the Luden's Echo with the Sork boots into the Void Staff. Guardian Gaming, though, they have a lot more damage on the side. They have Graves, Syndra, Kaisa, a lot more of these damage champions. So it definitely seems like they have the better scaling into the late game, though. But you have two mega tanks on the side of Charizard, so it's definitely kind of it's definitely going to come down to how they play it out and how well they like one gets ahead. Because if Taylor's RH falls real behind, their tanks are going to be useless. If Guardian Gaming falls behind, then their damage is going to be useless, as a whole. But I do think I like Guardian Gaming's. Yeah, I like Guardian Gaming's team comp this time just a little bit better. The Stand United obviously going to help Jono if he does get ahead and if he does take the uh, Dark Harvest. I lost my train of thought. If he does take the Dark Harvest and he's able to stack that really, really well, then he's going to be putting out a lot of damage. Plum Fairy, Katori are going to be pretty squishy. Even Coles, in hindsight, is going to be squishy. He's not going to have any real MR, no real armor. He's going to be building the Rod of Ages. The Rod of Ages into the Luden's Echo, whatnot. So he's not going to have any real, defensive stats. But going into the second game of this best of 5 series on the blue side this time around is going to be Taylor's RH with Vegikarp on the Loch Ness Cho'Gath in the top lane. Tarzan will be on that Poppy in the jungle. We see Coles on the Galio in the mid lane. And then Katori and Plum Fairy on the Lucian, Lux, and the bot side. Meanwhile, on the red side of the map is Guardian Gaming with Dex on that Shen in the top side. Cheech will be on the victorious Graves in the jungle, meaning he can't lose. Real John will be on the Syndra in the mid lane, and we see Mr. Jeremy and Amelis on the Prestige Isa and the Morgana. The Prestige. You do see the Dark Harvest is taken for Tarzan, though, so that's kind of interesting. Real John are going to opt in for Arcane Comet, though, this time around. We'll have to see how this Dark Harvest Poppy goes. I haven't seen it, honestly, so I don't know what to make of it. It kind of seems like it does have potential. The Electrocute, I don't feel is the best on Poppy unless you're going maybe a lot of damage. It does provide a lot of early game pressure, though, especially if you meet River level 2s, level 3. The Electrocute does have that bigger burst of damage at the moment. But I don't know. I mean, I guess we're gonna expect to see Tarzan gank a lot. Definitely gonna be one to look to fill up those Dark Harvest stacks. And it looks like Taylor's RH. They're gonna try a 5-man bush again. They're gonna find anyone. Milos does start dark binding.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And you guys are gonna hear the most refreshing sound in the world. You heard that? That was me opening a bottle of soda. Tasty. I have like heartburn or something. Yeah, a little bit of acid reflux, maybe. Not heartburn, just acid reflux. I didn't really eat anything crazy today. Oh yeah, I did. I ate buffalo. There's like buffalo chicken, boneless chicken bites or something. So we're gonna see both junglers start the red buff. They're going to try to confuse the enemy team. I feel like Dex should just go into lane first. And then we're going to see the spot side of Guardian Gaming go in a little bit later to make it look like he started the blue buff instead. A lot of damage coming out. I'm surprised Jono didn't take the Electrocute. I feel like Electrocutes are just a lot stronger in champions like this. I kind of feel like Arcane Comet is more of that supportive style of ability. Like it's better on supports than anywhere else. I feel like if you're trying to kill somebody, you're gonna want to use more burst style of of the keystones, or at least the more guaranteed ones. Like the Arcane Comet's not guaranteed to hit. The Electrocute is, especially if you land all 3 spells. Nice root coming out. No, Mr. Jammer's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Gonna have to pop the heal. He does heal and flash. And Plum Fairy able to land a beautiful binding. But that is 2 big summoners down on Mr. Jeremy alone. Lands another one! That's gonna be first blood flash forward. The Ignite was used by Plum Fairy. I don't know why he decided to flash for that one, but he did. And now Cole's getting really aggressive. He's going to take a tower shot, though. Meanwhile, we see Cheech on the top side. Did gank Vegicart. That's a very questionable flash by Plum Fairy. I mean, there was no flash for Mr. Jeremy or heal, so he's definitely going to be able to get away. And it's not like Emilis has a really easy binding to land. Doesn't go through anything. But regardless, we do see that the first blood was taken by Category, so definitely a good start to the Lucian pick. There we go. Cole's getting real aggressive, gets the taunt down. He has the Ignite. He's going to be able to get the kill. There was the cleanse used, though. And beautiful cleanse for the Ignite. Tarzan is here looking for Cheech. He's going to take a tower shot, though. Nothing else happening. Plum Fairy just waiting in the bush. He is low on mana, though. Dark Bandit does land on Plum Fairy. They might try to continue this fight, but that's real scary to continue. Or to fight into this Lux Lucian right now. Plum Fairy does seem very, very adequate at landing these Lux snares. You know what? It was Plum Fairy that played it. That's right. I believe it was. Was it? I think it was. Plum Fairy played the Lux last time and obliterated the game. She pretty much carried it on her back, I believe. The game's quiet now. Dragon is up, and it is an Infernal Drake, so we'll have to see how either team prioritizes that. It'd definitely be very beneficial if Guardian Gaming can get that. They do have more damage threats on their side. Taylor's RH are definitely going to look for that more of a sustained fight and just like abuse the tankiness that they have. Or Plum Fairy is just going to completely obliterate Mr. Jeremy at every turn. That Origin might be able to look for this kill. The heal is still not up on Mr. Jeremy right now. I think if they're able to get one more snare down, it'd be good to go. Plum Fairy, though, is very, very low on mana. Dex needs to be careful. They're going to be getting close to that level 6 mark soon. Nice knockup. Cole's looking for the big damage coming in. Doesn't have the Ignite this time, but doesn't need it. The ult is, or not ult, but the stun was used by real Jono. Look at that. It lands every single time. He's looking for a nice flash forward. Does get it down. Is it enough damage? Though he's going to ult himself. And a good amount of damage coming back from real Jono. But Cole's definitely was looking for that kill. Not able to pick it up. Here comes Cheech, though. Cheech's only level 5, so doesn't have the ultimate to kind of snipe away Cole's at the moment. But he is low. But he's going to be able to get out just fine. And John having a really hard time against this Galio mid. I mean, you kind of expected it. Galio, as a champion, is very aggressive, especially into these magic, more of the squishy magic burst, magic assassins, if you will. So until the items really start coming in and we see how the playing goes down, Real John's just gonna have a hard time just returning the amount of damage that Coles can put out, because Coles on the Galio, what he does is he can just go in and he has enough CC to where you may get 1 or 2 spells in, and it's just not enough for all the abilities that he's putting down onto you. Again, unless you time your stun perfectly. Milos going from the backside. Cheech is on that dragon though. It looks like Milos is going to try to deter them, but you're going to bring him up there. But here comes Tarzan looking to try to get in there. Coles gets knocked back, so he's not going to be able to taunt anybody. And that Infernal Drake is going to go over to the Guardian Gaming right now. That's a beautiful sneak. There they go. Vegicarp looking to try to kill Dex right now. Tarzan on his way up. He kind of gave that away being as aggressive as he was. Oh, Cheech just found Plum Fairy, and they might actually turn on him if they can. Dark Binding goes really wide. Have to be careful, but here comes Coles over the wall. Nice snare from Plum Fairy, and that's going to be a nice kill, but Standing Ignite does come in, but it's too late. He goes down. The Ignite was used by Coles. And Plum Fairy with those snares. Beautiful. Dark Binding comes out, does land onto, Katori. Does land on the Katori, but they're not able to do anything. Has to dodge the Plum Fairy snare. It's kind of scary when you go up against a team like this where you allow one champion to go through, like the LeBlanc. It utterly dominates the game. And then the next game, they just pull out another pocket pick champion that utterly will dominate the game for them. And again, it's this Lux. Plum Fairy on this Lux is just insane. Tarzan here, though, going to look to try to kill Rojano. This game doesn't have quite as many kills in it as the last one did. Looking a little bit more calm here. Dex trying to get aggressive. Again, he has to be kind of careful, though. Vegicarp has the chomping. He has the jaws of a monster. And not even your ninja skills, Yug 1 would be able to stop it. I wonder how old Shen is. Every time I look at Shen, all I think of is not Shinobi, but oh, they go forward. Flash Emil is going to try to get the ult down. Is he going to be able to pick it up? But Tarzan in that top side, they're looking for the kill, and Chompers is down. Heroic Entrance coming in, but the flash from Vegicarp not able to save him. But nothing else happened. Oh, the Heroic Entrance is on the other team. I'm wrong, but Cheech, again, a little bit of trouble. Vegicarp taking tower shots. They're going to flash forward. The taunt comes down. Cheech taking so much damage. What the heck was that? But Tarzan's going to go down to the tower. Meanwhile, on the bot side, we do see Katori with the ult. The snare does land, but there's the Ignite coming out, and we're going to see the stopwatch happen from Milos, but Katori able to pick up one, and Milos is going to go down, looking for Katori to take it. No, Plum Fairy will be able to get it. So that was interesting. Cheech kind of moved from the tower to the front of the tower. Able to pick up a kill, but nice stun by John. Able to pick it up. There's a double taunt with the double knockup, but I think I'm able to get the kill. The ult does come out, but it's not enough. They're looking for one more taunt. That's all they need. No, it doesn't need it, though. John able to pick it up. Again, that was interesting. That the way that Cheech, like, he was behind the tower and then it just moved him. I wonder if it was just, spectator lag of some sort. Oh no, John was gonna find Tarzan. There's the chilling smite coming down. He's gonna look to push him into the wall, but it doesn't get there in time. Nice stun from Jono. He's gonna try to keep fighting this though. He does have that red buff and the blue buff, so he's a little bit of cooldown. And Tarzan can't win this. If he had the stun, he might have been able to. Oh, he's looking for it, but the speed boost coming in. Cheech is actually rotating in right now. TP from Vegicarp. Game pretty close looking. The gold is 2003 to 2400 in favor of Taylor's RH. They do have the early goal lead right now, but that Infernal Drake definitely going to be helping the side of Guardian Gaming as the game goes on. Oh, Jono, you have to be real careful. There's the taunt. The Ignite goes down, and you are dead, my friend. Does use the cleanse, but it doesn't matter. I don't know why he got that close. You had to know that Coles was going to go in like that. Definitely a huge misstep coming out of Real Jono. But Dragon up in 42 seconds. And counting. They're looking for it. Cheech is here. Plum Fairy might be in a little bit of trouble. Is near side. Going to flash out, though. Does throw a snare, but it's not going to land this time. Cat Ori's here to fight. I don't know if they can fight this. There's the challenge spike going down. The Dark Binding doesn't land. Almost. There's the ult. Doesn't kill anybody. Cheech in a lot of trouble. He does get taken down by Cat Ori. Beautiful. Beautiful ultimates coming out from that bot lane. Definitely a huge misstep coming out of Guardian Gaming. Just got a little too aggressive there. They got the flash from Plum Fairy, and they should have just left with it. Instead, they tried chasing just a little too far. And it hurt them. But the dragon is up, and it is an Ocean Drake this time around. Air misses. Deal a lot of damage. Tarzan in his backside. That bot tower is almost down. There's the Keeper's Verdict. Looking for one. It does hit, but Cheech is on his way. Here, Dark Bind does land, but can they fight this? Ooh, the snare almost landing from Plum Fairy. And it looks like Taylor's RH are going to be able to pick themselves up the Ocean Drake this time around. They get first tower before the plates even fall. They got 30 seconds before those plates come down. But here we go. There's a heroic entrance. He uses the ult to get out of there. Meanwhile, topside, we see Rojano up here looking for Vegicarp. Can the kills happen, or is he going to be able to get the chompers down? And it's not going to be enough. Jono able to pick this one up. Meanwhile, no kills happen in that bot side jungle. Cheech able to get away. It looked like he ulted. I guess he just dashed. It looked like the animation for the ult came out, though. I mean, I only saw, like, the mere, like, glimpse of it. But doesn't matter, that Ocean Drake is taken by Taylor's RH. So they definitely have a little bit more sustain for their push, which actually works really, really well for their team comp. They have a lot of you know, wave clear, but oh, Coles is looking to try to steal this Rift Herald. Dex is really low, so it's Cheech. Tarzan's here, and they're gonna get it. Taylor's RH able to get the Rift Herald and a quick kill in that pit. And things are starting to look really, really bad for Guardian Gaming. They're 4,000 gold down now. They might just push this mid lane in. There's the taunt coming in. Coles is here. Plum Fairy getting the ult down, but they don't have enough damage. Just yet, but Cat Ori going in for it. He has the Blade of the Rune King down. Can he pick this? Mr. Jammer uses the heal to stay alive. Things are just looking really rough. This is the worst feeling in the world, is when you're trying to play and farm up in the bot lane, but you have a Lucian who can just instantly dash onto you. 50 CS ahead as well for Cat Ori. So this game, again, it's looking super rough. The tier 1 was taken. That tier 2 is about to go down itself. There it is. They might be able to get one more little dash into the tower if it's not taken. I doubt it, though. Vegicarp, look at those tower shots he's taking. Cat Ori going in. Cheech is here to try to fight this, though. He does throw the challenge smite. Can Cat Ori do anything? Mr. Jeremy getting a little too close for this, but he ults just in case, and the shutdown does go over to Cheech. Here comes Tarzan, though. He's just going to back up. We did see Taylor's RH rotating in. Uh-oh, Jono's going to run into a very bad spot. Flashes the taunt. He saw the ward come down. There's Ignite, and that's going to be a kill over onto Coles. And they might look for Cheech next, but they need one snare to come out. What a good guess that Real Jono was over that. They had no vision. And once they saw the ward come out, they knew exactly where he was. That, or he came just in the vision of Tarzan, and so he would just instant flash for the kill. I guarantee that's what it was. When he went to place the ward, he was just in vision of Tarzan. But Taylor's RH playing this game really, really well. The damage threats from the side of Guardian Gaming are not going to be able to get to that point right now. Again, they're 5,000 gold down now. You have the Luden's Echo finished, and then all you have right now is the Storm Razor for Mr. Jeremy. So they're definitely a little behind in regards to that. You have, meanwhile, you know, the opposing laners, you have the Rod of Ages at 6 stacks with that Hextech Proto Belt. And then on the bot side, you have the Blade of the Rune King with 2 pieces for the Black Cleaver. So, you know, they're definitely at least a half to, about 2/3 to an entire item down for the side of Guardian Gaming. So the big question is the game going to go long enough for them to start building up that damage? You do see the Lost Chapter is on Plum Fairy. Again, like I said, once you build that Watcher's Eye, you go straight for the Luden's Echo, have the Sword boost. Does have the Dark Seal, might be looking for the Magi soon too. Oh no, Cat Ori gets snared up and instantly killed. Now Dex looks to be the target. The ult does come out. Emil's going to try to stop some of the damage. Beautiful double snare coming out red. We're going to see Plum Fairy does pick that one up. Meanwhile, Coles has found Cheech. And can Cheech fight? There's the Proto coming out. Doesn't have the Ignite just yet. Cheech has a little bit of damage. You have to be careful there, Coles. And they're going to look for Dex. He just needs a little bit more. And he's not going to be able to get it. Vegecarp taking those tower shots. Coles has found Cheech yet again. He's going to dash away. But here comes Tarzan. Uh-oh, Cheech in such a bad spot. Flashes for flashes. And the double snare from Plum Fairy again. Well, the initial snare onto Mr. Jeremy, securing the kill. Then the double snare onto Amelis and Dex, getting the 1 kill at least. It is unreal from Plum Fairy this game. Unreal. But here we go. There's another snare for Plum Fairy. Look at the damage. He has almost as much damage as Jono, but Jono does the ult. We see the flash out. Barely up the. There you go. Gets the flash, throws down the little bomb, and he picks up the kill. Nice shutdown. Gets that killing spree out of there. We see the taunt come in, and Ken Tarzan makes something happen. Cheech is on his way. They're going to try to fight this. They have 4 members of Guardian Gaming coming. Here's the Keeper's Verdict. And the Mount Drake going to be started up by Guardian Gaming this time. That's definitely a good Drake to have. Obviously, get that objective. The Tarzan is here, but he's not going to be able to go over the wall for it. Tarzan taking a lot of damage there. See it right now. Dex building himself the Tiamat, or Tiamat, has the double longsword at the moment with the regeneration bead. Killers are looking for something in the jungle if they can find it. Even if it is just a raptor camp. You gotta be real weary if you're a Guardian Gamer right now. If you're 6,000 gold down, you're still waiting for your main damage to kind of come online. And it's getting there. As you can see from the side of Taylor's Rage, there's no real magic resist except from the Abyssal Mask. And even then, he's definitely going to be more useful in terms of Coles because it's going to reduce nearby enemies' resistance. But other than that, once these, again, you know, Coles is going to have a lot of health, but he's just not going to have any MR whatsoever to stay alive, or armor, I should say, outside of what he gets from leveling. And, you know, pretty much once if Coles does get caught out or goes down, they don't really have much to defend or fight as well. I mean, you do have Cat Ori and Plum Fairy. Again, Plum Fairy is going to be building all damage at this point, but, you know, Coles is a huge factor in this with the, you know, being able to get the big taunts in, the heroic entrance, and all that fun stuff. And Coles going forward does have the flash ignite, but Keeper Ferret able to knock one away, and they're going to try to pick up this tower. We get it. one of my little co-casters waking up. Oh, gonna go for it. Real John's gonna be able to almost get the kill on the category. Definitely snared up. Has to use the cleanse to get out of the snare though, but he's almost getting him down. No, category not able to get there, but we do see that Mr. Jeremy goes over, gonna flash wall, gets the kill on Mr. Jeremy, but he is snared up. Double or taunt onto Amelis, and the fight's gonna continue. He's gonna have to flash away, but Vegecraft eats him before anything happens. Good double stun coming out of Real Jono though. Gets knocked up. Oh, he has to be careful. Mr. Jeremy looking to try to get out of there. Nice stop by Dex, but Dex is denied, and he's going to go down. Mr. Jeremy trying to fight this out, but we're going to see that Cheech gets the kill onto Plum Fairy. Goes a little too far. Tarzan's rotating in now. They're going to try to get the fight down. There's the stun onto Cole as he does stun Cheech into the wall. There's the chill and smite. There's the knockup. The silence. He's almost dead. He's barely alive. Tarzan taking a lot of tower hits right now, and that's going to be a 2 for 3. Guardian Gaming playing this pretty okay. They're not losing these fights so bad that, you know, it's just an utter disgrace. They're not coming out ahead, and you don't really expect them to, being down, you know, 4, 5, 6,000 gold. But they're playing them pretty okay. They're still able to get themselves a couple kills in the long run, and the kills are going in the right spot. You know, all the kills are on Cheech, Real Jono, and Mr. Jeremy. And look at this. Gonna give the blue buff to Plum Fairy. That's who needs it. That's your carrier right there. Blue Zego is finished. Does have the amplifying tune. Or tome. Okay. Cheech. Oh, Coles gets a double taunt. And there's the Stand United coming on Cheech. But is it enough? And oh, Plum Fairy picks it up with the snipe there. Double taunt coming out from Dex, but I don't know if they want to fight this. We see Category does flash away. There's a taunt coming down onto Dex right now, but he instantly dies. Jono does come in, but then we see Category over the wall. Can he get the kill? He does. Tarzan has found Real Jono, though, and this might be the end of the end, but Real Jono is going to try to get out of there. Can he? He's ignited up. He does pick up a kill, but not before, or not, yeah, not after he picks up the kill right before he dies. And that's going to be a nice 4 for 1. Going over to the Taylor's RH. Mr. Jeremy getting a little too close there. We see Category taking those tower shots. Taunt does come in. They have no fear in the world. That tower is about to go down. Mr. Jeremy trying to get away, but no, he's not going to be able to. Plum Fairy with the ultimate just in case. And now they're after Dexter and try to look for something. Coles does go in. Doesn't get the knockup, though. But there's one inhib down. That mid inhib's going to go down very soon. Kind of interesting when you have a support split pushing. That usually makes me angry. But there's a double taunt coming on Coles. Looks like John's in a lot of trouble. But Emil's going to go down quickly. And there's another inhib down. Cheech trying to fight this out. He's not going to be able to. He's barely alive. The red buff taking him. Is he going to die? Plum Fairy super low right now. Nice stun by Real Jono, and we're going to see Dex able to pick that one up to Vegecraft, get in there for the eats. He's going to get one, though, and he's not going to be able to get the other just yet, and Cheech barely gets it. Oh, my God! Category does go in. There's the laser that comes out as well, and Jono going to go down. And at that moment, I did look to see where Cheech was, and he's going to be able to get back just fine. We do see that the Taylor's RH squad is trying to push the rest of this fight, and the heal does come out from Category, and they're going to look for Cheech. He gets knocked up, and he's going to go down really quick. Just Jeremy, can he try to fight this? He's trying to kill a tank, but Category might be the target. Can he pick it up? No! Vegecraft able to steal it with the silence. Amelis is here to try to make it happen. He does! The support is able to get himself a red buff now. Meanwhile, while all of this was happening, Tarzan decided to take the dragon all on his lonesome. That'll be a second Ocean Drake going over to Taylor's RH. What an exciting match this has turned into. Baron buff going over to Taylor's RH. They got a 10,000 gold lead, so why not? There's gonna be no contest whatsoever. You see that Real Jono is coming over there, but the snare does come out. There's the root, there's the ult, but it doesn't get the kill. Not quite. 3-man stun does get the ball over there. Cheech needs to get over that wall and steal it if he can. They're actually kind of pushing away from Baron. Coles is here though, has the flash and ignite ready. He's just gonna be looking. There's a taunt. Oh, he misses though, and he gets knocked up, but he does get the kill with the Proto Belt and the NATO onto Real Jono, and Cheech is just waiting for the Baron to be low enough. He's actually kind of gonna let his team die. Mr. Jamie's gonna get killed by Katori while it's all happening. Good snare coming out from Plum Fairy, and Cheech is gonna go down before anything happens. The ignite was used. Now Milis is gonna be the target, and he's gonna go down. That is an ace. Well, actually a 4-for-1. Dex is the only one alive. Didn't even use the Stand United to try to go into the fight. And kind of just a really sloppy play by Guardian Gaming. Cheech was more focused on that Baron instead of trying to help his team stay alive and fight this. And now they're gonna lose this, and that's gonna be Taylor's RH 2-0 into the series so far. They got one more game to win. Are we gonna be able to see a reverse sweep by Guardian Gaming, or is Taylor's RH gonna be making their way to the finals?